and live trading show tonight. Fascinating world of binary options. I'm Eric Robertson. This is my Bagazo Gold Costa Coast, Todd Anderson, the Candle Whisper Ninja.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
How are you all doing tonight?
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
How do they know anything? Tonight's episode is going to be about our favorite guitar players, so it'll be interesting. We're going to also win 3 live trades. And we're on, this is episode 12.
Or we'll die trying.
Or we'll die trying. Episode 12, but are we going back to day 1 right now?
Yeah, actually, we had talked about this, and I think it's probably safer if we do that. So I know we hadn't talked about it yet since
we
before
might as well,
going live,
dude.
but
I have
but
no
yeah, I think
confidence,
everybody's at a place now. Everybody that we know that's following us, that we personally know anyway, is at a place where I think that they can they can probably sustain going back to day 1 and.
We've made it today, trading day 12. We were on day 12. I just cleared it out. I'll make some notes in here, and we'll get onto it. Day 12 is when we went back. But first, I need to.
Oh no! No, but first, I want to show you guys my new Bozo. I got this at Jungle Gyms in Cincinnati. Check that out.
Oh man,
Bozo the Clown.
Dude,
Funko
that's
Pop.
number 64.
Yeah. Isn't that pretty sweet?
That is pretty sweet. I just got, my son started collecting Funko Pops. Yeah.
All right.
Well, so we are day 12. We're going back to day number 1, I guess.
Now let's explain why we're going back to day number 1. We're going back to day number 1 because that way we can sort of fortify our accounts. So we started this journey with $75, and we have now gone up to close to double that. We've almost doubled that, I think, in about 2 weeks? A little under 2 weeks?
11 sessions, yeah.
11 sessions. Okay, so everybody's got about 140. We're probably at about 141, 42. So we're close enough. So I want to drop back to day 1. We'll start over. That way, if we ever hit a bad day, which we don't think we will, but with binary options, you don't know. Which reminds me, we should tell everybody as we're getting started here, that binary options is risky. You can lose all the money, so never put in more money than you are willing to lose. But also, do not try to follow us in live trading, because there is certainly latency as we're doing this. You're going to see some lag. There's no way that by the time you would enter a trade that you see us doing in live in the stream, that it would still be the exact same position on an actual chart. So if you want to follow us, be sure that you're in our inner circle, not just trying to do what we do as you watch us live. All right, that's enough for that.
You can take any of our courses we have right now. Fascinating World of BinaryOptions.com. We have the Music City Trader beginner course. We have the Inner Circle, and our new course that just launched today is Candle Surfing, 30-day challenge candle surfing. So check that out. Exactly what that's all about. You'll see what it is when you get in there. But that's the one you can start out with $10 or $20 or $30, and in 30 days you can grow your account to a great amount. It's a good quick start method. It's also
very risky.
It's very risky, yeah. But where Todd teaches is candle surfing in that scenario. Oh, I'm showing you this here. Let's see. Todd teaches us candle surfing in this course, so I'm kind of excited about this course because it's pretty short, but it gives you the charts and it gives you the candle surfing method in full. All right, so I'm going to open up the charts to trade. And I'm not going to be here all night, by the way. My brother, I'm going to sleep soon.
Yeah, I hope we can knock these 3 wins out pretty quick. So what are our trades tonight, Eric? What are we?
We are trading. I have to rewrite them because I was, So our trades are starting out at 165. So we have basically 170, and then 380, then 840, 1880, I feel like we've been here before. 42.30. All right.
We have been here before.
So I will set that, and we're starting at 1. We're going to fortify, and fortifying is really important. We talk about that a little bit in my beginner course, but not really. It's kind of hard to know. We're going to go up to level 15 next. So we're going to go all the way up to level 15, then drop back to 10. Then we're going to go up 10 and back 5. And then we're going to go up 10 and back 5. And we're going to do that, explain that, because each time you do that, you're basically protecting money in your account. So if you get up, if you get up to level 60 and you were to lose a 5th trade, you would only get blown back in your plan to like I think you get blown back like to the last place that you fortified. So if you fortified at level 45, you'd only get blown back a couple weeks. Whereas if you were not fortified, and let's say you got up to day 90 and you're just killing it, and you lose your 5th bid, you would lose all of your trading account. So we're gonna fortify.
If we lose now, though, we would be back to day 1 because in the first 2 weeks you don't make as much money, so your account's not growing as rapidly. So
it's a little hard start. But so now, Todd, basically we have to go up 15.
Okay.
Or we could go up to 10 and go back to 5, and then go back. Then we could go up.
That
up
would
10.
probably be even safer. So
yeah, let's go up 10, back
we may
5,
do that.
starting now. But this first time we went up. Well, this first time we did. We went up about 10, and then we went back to 1. So now let's go. Let's literally go up 10 and go back 5.
Take a look at Alibaba real quick.
Alibaba. Whoa. Yeah.
Is this gonna do what it looks like it could do? I don't see any obvious resistance right yet. It is climbing, and
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
it's hard to say.
It's only that Intel. Intel looks a little bit more like. I'll stay on Alibaba and Intel. Intel did a double cross, and it's starting to stair step up.
Yeah, but it's towards that white line, and there's a lot of red candles in there.
Look at that. Those are the only thing I don't like about Alibaba is that giant green candles. I mean, that's just giant.
Right, they
look giant
big.
to me.
They are.
But it's possible there isn't a resistance, and you would have won that trade. Probably, it looks like maybe.
If this goes up, then you probably would have.
Kind of a big.
But I don't know. It's hard to say.
Let's find some good trades.
Yep, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna look around until we see something real good. And
I don't know, man. Every night we come on here, and it seems like these charts are snaking.
Oh, okay. FedEx. Check out FedEx.
Where did it go? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, FedEx doesn't have. Yeah, I'd be into that one. This next candle, it's heading up. It's heading up. It's heading up. Especially if this one ends red, I think it's okay still.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of climbing.
Yeah. So you want in on this one?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is one where I would have actually even gotten in on that red candle because I think it's going to climb. But
that's not the plan.
But that's not. That doesn't have to be the plan. No, it doesn't have to be.
You got to scare me.
We just need one more. All we need in our strategy here is one more green candle after this one, and it looks like. I mean, all the indicators show that there's no.
Yeah, I don't see spread apart real big right here.
Yeah, I don't see any real reason why. So let's get in on this next one.
Yeah, all the indicators are up.
There's no real obvious reason why it should turn around here.
What were we saying before, though? We were saying, you were explaining to me this other thing.
About?
You were saying wait till, okay. You were saying get in on the same color candles only. Look at that.
Oh, that was just a theory that we were going to test out at some point. Now, this could go back up. I don't know. It's kind of scaring me, but...
That's real scary, man. Look at that thing.
Well, just because there's so much...
It feels like my life last week.
So much down pressure to it.
Yeah, that's going nowhere. I don't have an explosion. I'll just make it with my mouth. I don't have my... Well, actually, I do. That's terrible. That's a terrible...
That was...
What is that about?
Yeah, that went south real quick.
South real quick.
That was surprising.
That was real surprising. Somebody's gonna think the baby's crying in the house here. That's funny. But see, that was just a massive turnaround. So we're on a second bid.
But was there any real reason, if we look at that?
I
was
doubt
there,
it. I mean, look at it. There's nothing. But I think
I didn't see any obvious reason why it should have done that. Other
Me
than
neither.
other than just that this one is snaking, and that's probably something that we got to look out for, because there is snaking going on, and some nights it goes down, then goes way back up. There is some movement.
I would be
that,
good
so.
on another. I would be good on a down bid on this not on this next candle, but if this crosses, I mean, it's in overbought right now, both of them, and if they actually end up crossing,
Well, it actually probably is. Probably is going to go down one more here, but it's probably not going to go down more than one more. If it goes down one more, it's not going to. I don't know that it's going to go much more. It's hard to say, but I doubt it'll be much more than this one, because it's already at a. I mean, there's kind of
it isn't really totally an overbought yet either. I guess it kind of is, but it's wanting to turn around.
Yeah, there's kind of a little support line there. That whole consolidation right there, and it's kind of already there. So.
Yeah. Well, I guess I see what you're saying. It kind of stopped at that white line there. Well, go find us another trade. That's the point of this whole trend surfing is you're going to get turnarounds. Absolutely going to get them, but we're not going to linger on these. We're going to.
But had we got in on the one before, we would have won. So that's the point, because you just need one more of the same color, and in some cases,
that was quite a lot of. That was quite a lot of already green candles, you know. That was quite a lot of already green candles.
And sometimes you don't know that they're going to do that until they've already done it.
What in the world?
Look at Johnson & Johnson. Now, this is not anything I want you to get in on, but look at all the snaking going on in this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, it's just been this is, the way these charts have been for about the last week. This is almost where you'd want to take a, what do we call it? A positional strategy or a positional trade rather than,
a longer trade. That's what I was working on when I was losing my own personal testing. I was working on longer. You have to go much longer. It's not a next candle trade. It's
and you're basing it more on when you see it go up, you draw a line out and you draw the support and resistance, and then
this is already broken above. I mean, I don't know what this is going to do.
That I'm already off of that.
I don't know. I wouldn't draw.
I'm now looking at ExxonMobil, which is just tanking down, but here again, I don't know that it's going to keep going for much longer. Because this one is just known to go down and just turn around out of nowhere.
Yeah, well, Exxon's like hitting, that's a pretty big level of resistance and big giant candles too.
But when this one goes down, it also turns around just as hard as it turned around usually.
Yeah, it does. American Express, bro. Look at that one. I don't know. It's kind of coming up through. It's got green candles. I mean, it's stuck at the white line,
which is never a good.
I'm gonna go find some charts that aren't on the white dang line.
I'm gonna look at.
Tesla. Tesla in 30 seconds. You could probably gamble on a down bid on that one.
I don't like that word.
It's got a double cross, and it's had some big red
It's
candles.
also at a support line.
Right. It already is. That's the problem with these.
Yeah. This is not gambling. For anyone wondering, what we're doing is not gambling.
I meant the reason I use the word gamble is because
I like to call it calculated risk.
Yeah, because it does look like it's going to pop up here because of support. So we could take like a 2-minute trade from up on this.
To go up. Well, the only problem would be is if it decides to consolidate. But and the problem is that it's been going down. I mean, it's been a long downtrend. It just kind of went up and did some crazy stuff, and now it's going back down. So it's either going to go back up again and continue this weirdness
American
here.
Express. Again, American Express, I think it's got another. I mean, you can't really listen to me because I've lost a little bit of my own personal bidding confidence. So
Yeah, we won't even talk about that.
American Express is going up and it's crossing, and it, even though it's kind of near support, I think it's got another green candle. But I mean, it's just kind of,
I don't know, because it scares me because it's got
it's
support
definitely
or
not,
a resistance right there.
It's definitely not breaking out, and it's definitely all tangled up. Those lines are all tangled up, even though my gut says
it might break that, but it might not. It's hard to say.
Right.
And I don't know that I want to take a chance on it because it hasn't broken it yet, and it's kind of struggling to break it, which tells me that it's. I'm gonna look at some currencies. See if we can find something better. I don't know. There's only one that's paying 80% right now, and it doesn't look too good.
I'll go back and look at Tesla. Tesla broke its line, dude. Tesla broke its line, and it's got some big candles. It's got a big old elevator. It's got 20 seconds left on this candle. I mean,
it did break. All right, go ahead and get in on the next one. Maybe it's got one more in it. This does look good. It has broken. I mean, let's see what it's got.
I mean, it's.
We'll give it a shot on our second trade here because all it needs is one more, and if it's got one more red candle, we got it. I think it looks like it's pushing down, so I think this could be it.
Yeah. So we got 40 seconds. It's in the money. It's been in the money.
Mm-hmm.
It did sort of want to retract up there on that second candle, but it's been going down quite a ways. The only problem with this chart again is it seems like the last couple nights we've got in together, these charts have been snaking all over the place.
Right.
Which it bothers me. Like it gives me almost no confidence,
Like it's doing now?
Yeah, like it's doing now. Like I think I almost feel like if this trade loses, we should just take a call on it because it's going like a 2-minute call. Which is against what we think. Oh, that might win, dude. There you go.
Oh, we won it. We won that, dude. We freaking won it.
No, we tied it.
Oh, was it it was a 380. Okay, because it was a second trade. All right. Yeah, we got a tie. Well, that's better than a loss.
Man, that's crazy.
But yeah.
See what I mean? This
well, do you think
it's
going to keep going down though? It looks like it's still. Like I said, the overall thing is going down. So
I don't know that it is really going down because the white line is straight. It's been snaking all night. If I was going to take any bid on this, which I probably wouldn't, I would take like a 3-minute up bid. But I just don't feel like that's the best idea.
No, I don't think it is. But
I wouldn't want to take a down bid because look, it's already stopped.
Well, it's starting to move sideways.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah. And I took some bids like this on my own testing. They didn't work out great because they'd be winning for 2 minutes and then it would shoot back down. I mean, you just don't really know. I think we got to stick with
what we're saying here is that the charts have a lot of volatility to them.
Yeah.
And when you get into that, it's there are nights where it feels like everything is just moving. Real
Well, I mean,
nice.
if you look at Apple right here, look how many little dojis and big, and maybe it has something to do with World War III. I don't know, man. This wasn't like this a couple weeks ago. Now
I don't know. I don't know what it has to do with, but I mean, but I've noticed though that these charts get like this. They'll spend about a week or two like this, then they calm down, and it happens a lot. So,
yeah.
Now we do have like Visa.
Oh my gosh.
Is in like an overall uptrend, but here again, it could just turn around and go back down. So,
yeah.
Were we on? Were we on Boeing a little bit ago?
I don't think so.
Okay. Trying to think of what Boeing is going to do here. Is this going to go up, down? Where's this going to go?
Well, I mean, it's double crossed out of oversold, but
I
honestly,
mean, it's been going down, but you know,
right.
I don't
It's,
know if it's
it's
moving
kind of
it's moving very slow.
It's kind of at a line of resistance right there. That's where it's been kind of. There's another line. Let's see, right down here. I would be willing to take like a longer. Well, I don't know because this isn't really.
It's consolidating right now.
Yeah, it's
I
consolidating.
mean, or
on
that's
that
what it
line.
looks like. It's setting up.
It's consolidating on that crazy line right there. Yeah, Tesla's still. I mean, Tesla's still fighting to go down, but it's not. Nothing's moving like.
What about Amazon? Is Amazon going up to that white line? That's what I'm wondering. Is if we can get. See, none of this. I'm not. I mean, I'm finding some of my ideal,
Yeah,
escalator type movements, but
maybe
I'm not.
it's it does. It's kind of double crossed out of over. Yeah, I mean, I would be more comfortable with like a low call, like if it dips down.
I don't know. I don't trust it.
I don't know. Look at those wicks and look at those little. I mean, it could just go straight down from here. It's not like reaching for the white line. Like Tesla's back in a downtrend. I mean,
Look at FedEx.
still,
FedEx may be going up. There is a resistance point there, but the question is, will it go up one more to get there, or is it just gonna? Is it gonna reach to that point, or is it gonna drop from here?
I don't know. It already almost touched it.
And then just kind of
almost-
fell back down. Yeah,
yeah,
and it's
kinda
probably going
touched
to
it
turn
and then-
red here in a second. Well, maybe
I
not.
don't know.
It's still got some up pressure.
Yeah. It's got big wicks. I mean,
I don't know that I
Good.
would get in on this, but
this would be a perfect. I'm not going to, but this would be right here. Like nab this, boom, and then it heads back up to that line. But then,
or not.
Yeah, or not. It could
It's not. Yeah, it's not decided. It's kind of showing a lot of indecision.
Yeah, big wick up, big wick down. The psychology of this is terrible because like we could have won this one. It looks like.
How's that? I'm off of it now. So
Oh, because
explain.
it's just tanking up. I mean, it's at the line again.
Okay. Okay. Go to Intel right now. Intel is a nice little stair step down. I would be willing to take, and I don't see any real obvious resistance or anything or support. You've got about 8 seconds if you
Yeah, you
decide
want it down or you want a 2 minute or a 1?
just a 1.
To me, it feels. I hope you're right because to me it feels like, I guess
Just needs
that,
one more red candle. Come on, one more red candle.
I guess
one
that
more.
long wick down makes it kind of.
Yeah.
But because it kind of already, well, you might be right. I mean, it's got wicks and it's got down pressure. It's definitely been down there and it's feeling like it wants to go down. Look at you.
It wants to
Look
go
at you
back
moving.
down. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, that's a nice little stair step. I hope you win this one.
Mm-hmm.
Feels pretty good.
As long as it just keeps pulling down there a little bit. It's got 20 seconds, but if it just
Does it
pulls
feel
down,
like? Yeah, I don't know if it feels like it wants to consolidate. It's definitely the good thing about this. I don't feel too bad about it because it's got wicks on. It's all these red candles have high wicks, so
well, that's not good.
no, that's not good. So why does that happen?
Oh, I don't know. Well, crap.
Well, there you go, folks. We're on to number 3. 840. in the pipe.
Is that our trade? 840.
Yeah. And this one is going to reach up to that white line. I
I
mean,
think so.
I think so.
How far do you think it's going?
I don't know. I mean, it could just turn around and go back down, but it's getting ready to
It's
cross
in
up out of here.
The whole
The
thing.
white
is-
line doesn't matter that much, because
no, the whole thing's been an overall downtrend.
yeah, that's
And
true.
it has been getting like a couple of green candles and then turning around, going back down. And overall it's been going down.
Yeah, it doesn't have any strong indicators for me. It'd just be a guess, which I'm not going to do that.
On a third trade, no. Because it could go either way. It could go up another green candle, it could go up 5 more green candles, or it could just turn around and go back down. Because I've seen both in its pattern here, so
It's a little bit snaky,
mm-hmm.
But I think this could go up another green candle. Well, let's see here. Does the white line mean anything, folks?
Right here,
No, it's
not
going
really.
anywhere.
I mean, I don't think it does right here.
I don't think it's going, other than that it's kind of crossed up, but it doesn't seem like it has enough up pressure. Let's see here.
Okay.
Ooh, go to
Microsoft, huh?
I was going to say, go to Microsoft.
Yeah, now that's got a good amount of down pressure. It's only 4 candles in. And there's no indication that it's going to stop here. So,
Yeah. You want in early? You want a 1.5 minute bid early, or you want to just... Yeah, let's just do the next candle color bidding is what we're doing.
that's what we're doing.
Could wick up a little bit, but
You could also get in about right here because it is pushing down. Because I think it's going to burst down here in a second. I think it'll continue to push down a little bit.
Who is your favorite guitar player?
Steve Vai. Ing Van Malmsteen. That's a couple of them.
40 seconds. Hopefully this burst down like you were saying. Because what are we in? We are in tonight we are in a loss, a tie, and I don't get what this one is.
There it goes. There it goes.
A loss,
there it
a
goes.
tie, and a loss? A loss, a tie? No, I'm sorry. I'm confused.
There it goes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keep going, baby. Keep going.
Okay, loss, a tie. 10
Come on.
seconds. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 7 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And you got
Boom,
your win
boom,
there, buddy.
boom,
Yep,
boom.
you got
Got
your
it.
win. You got your win, baby.
That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
All right, there it is. Loss, tie, loss, win. It's the first win. We only need 2 more.
Only 2 more.
Let's tear this thing up, dude. 170. I don't know about this one. I think this will go down again.
I think this has got 1 more candle in it.
I think so, because I think it's just, well, I don't know. Maybe we should wait.
Do you want to place a 2-minute down?
Probably.
Okay, try it. We'll re-enter, set your amount. Make sure you're back to where you were.
Yeah,
Make sure
170.
you got the decimal in there. You don't want to forget those.
Oh gosh, no, heck no. I don't know. This one could. I mean, maybe I should wait. I think I should wait for a higher position. Like, I still think it's going down. Let's take a 2-minute on this one, especially if it gets up here a little bit. Yeah. Perfect.
Let's see how far this goes.
Let's take a 2-minute right here. All right.
Well, hold on. Is it going to go up further? It could be turning around, or it could be consolidated. That looks like a first sign of consolidation to me. You haven't entered yet, right?
No, I'm not going to.
Okay, this looks like it's starting to consolidate. When you see the opposite color that's about the same size as the previous candle, that usually is a good sign that it could be setting up to consolidate. So it could have reached its point where it's ready to consolidate. See how that red candle is holding roughly the same size?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a sign we want to get in on this. It's either consolidating or turning around, or.
Okay. Find me another stair step then.
But we got a win out of that one, so that was good. That was good. Stair step works, folks. Find an escalator and take a ride.
Oh man, darn it.
The question is, does it work before you find 5 of them that don't work?
Well, like tonight we got to a third, and that's okay because, like you said, I mean, it's hard. It would be hard to find. Not super hard, but it's when you're switching charts a lot. I think it's
Now, had we not had that tie, that would have been a 4th, but who's counting, right? Okay.
It could have been a second. We could have been a second. Yeah. You know,
American
we could have won that
Express.
time.
American Express is not necessarily a stair step, but there is a good.
I'm with you on that one.
There's a good line of support going back a ways, but it's already kind of broken that. So I'm not sure if it's going to go down for a few. It only needs to go down 1 or 2 more for our purposes, but
I don't know, but it's
the real question
retracted
is
to that line of like
yeah,
this
and
right
that's
here.
what we got to see.
This is right here.
You
But
could
the indicators are very down.
you could take a trade on this. If it backs up, you could still get in, or get in now before it backs up. Sure.
Well, I think I wasn't that far away from the front of the candle, so I just took it because I knew you were thinking it was it. So
Well, yeah, I think it's still got one more red in it.
right,
hope it
and I
does.
thought if I wait any longer, then it's going to do that, and I don't want that to happen. That's why I jumped in.
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
just
35
if it can
seconds.
just keep pushing down, then hopefully it'll go down, but we'll see. It's really struggling with this kind of support line.
25 seconds.
If it'll just push down and keep going, then we're good. But we'll have to see what it does here. Well, that's not good.
That is not good, folks. That is not good. See, but this is what I mean. These charts we're in right now are different waters than we're kind of used to. We
Right.
got 4 seconds. Different waters than we're used to. Like, do you think that's consolidation? I kind of do.
It looks like it could be. Yeah, these charts are just.
Oh wait. Go to FedEx. We just got to get these out. FedEx is. I think FedEx
Okay.
is decent. I think
Well,
we got another green one.
It's
in
at
this one.
a resistance line way back there. It's right at one. Do you see that? It's
I
a long
see.
ways back there, but it's there.
Yeah.
And I want to see if it's going to go beyond that, because that's what we were just at a minute ago here.
Yeah, it's kind of like if I were going to take a trade on this one, I'd want it to be under that line. It's right now, it's like a little above it, and so kind of think it's going to bop back down here.
Yeah.
And if it does, though, then I think we should take one on the down. Or maybe if it doesn't, then we could take a next one on the stair step up.
And it's not being real aggressive here about getting up there.
But it is spread open, and it is low wicks. I mean, in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. I mean, it's above that line of resistance now.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so take the next one then.
The next line of resistance is
What's
way
our next
up
amount?
here.
380?
Yeah.
Sure
I mean,
you
if
got-
this candle, just keep
sure you
watching
got
this
the
candle.
decimal in there. Yeah.
Keep watching this candle.
These are very steady candles that seem to have a good amount of consistency to them. I mean, they're not all over the place.
right. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's going to push back a little bit. But if you think it's got another one in it, then
Yeah, it looks like it does. It's still pushing up, so I would get in on the next one.
it feels gutsy because of where it's at. But I mean, in terms of the candle pressure, it feels right.
Right. There it goes. There it goes.
Because
Yeah, I think it's got at least another candle in it. So
you know, in your candle surfing method and in the course, we talked about this, and in the screenshots, you'll see if you ever take our courses, the ones that win really big are like this because there's very low lower wicks, which means it hasn't retracted very low, you know, beyond where it wants to go. This line is possibly irrelevant because it's just a little stump of resistance there. We got 13 seconds.
there it goes.
And
It's
we got
still
9 seconds. Still kind of fighting that area.
still fighting, but it's
5,
going up.
4, 3, 2. This is anybody's
Oh
game.
no,
right
no,
here.
no, no. Ah,
Anybody's
Wow.
game right there, man. Look at
yeah.
that. 8.4. So do you think this is turning around? Like, do you think this is literally going to go down from here?
Well,
I mean, I don't know. In our method, we're not really allowed to just make that decision and just go, oh, I think it's going down, because we're trying to find stair steps up.
right.
And right now, it's anybody's thing now.
I
it
mean that
could just-
turned around at the very last second. Like it just,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it held steady and then just dropped in the last few seconds. So, yeah,
Now it's kind of stuck. All right, well, find me another one. Intel would be. Intel's not going to be good next, but I think that might. Well, see, dang it, no, that's it's in there, it's out of there.
Intel has gone down, then gone up, then gone down, gone up. I mean, if I took anything, it'd be a 2-minute up on Intel. But
Yeah, I just don't know. You know, it's like a fakie. This is the level of resistance right here. If it hits that line, you want me to take a 2-minute up on it?
yeah, I mean, it's
I
gutsy.
mean, I don't know, because it's double crossing down. That's what scares me about this kind of bidding, is because it's got cross there, it's got a cross here, it's got
But
a
it's
cross
not.
here.
It's not breaking that. And when it's not forcefully breaking
Well,
it,
it hasn't broken it at all yet. It hit it. It hit it. It hit it.
the
you
only issue is if you take a consolidation, or if it consolidates and you take a trade on it, you could end up on the wrong side of that.
Yeah, right.
But I think it's probably going to go up here. Now that scares me, the fact that it's that big of a candle. So
Yeah, I would need the only bid I would want here is right on that line, because I mean this could just shoot back down to that line.
right.
You know, because that when we were down there talking, that would have been my call. That would have been a call, and after that, I can't do it. I mean, I would if I was by myself and I would lose, but reasoning this out, that line is really strong. So if it were at that line, we probably would have won a 2-minute call on that line. This would have been the win right here.
Yeah, we would have already won it. I didn't think it was going to go beyond that line, and honestly, I think it's probably going to go back up from here, but I'm not chancing it.
Yeah. I mean, you want a consolidation bid off this if it hits this line? I don't know.
Well,
I don't think so. I don't know.
I mean, it's gutsy, but any trading we do on this is gutsy tonight. You know, it's
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think so now though, because now it's heading back down. It could just go down and break that line again.
no. I think overall it's going back up. It's either doing that or consolidating, but
And my brain says get a lower position, but now if it reaches back down and touches this lower position again, then to me it's kind of like right down here. Do you want a 2-minute up bid on here?
I was looking at some other charts actually.
No.
Tell me where you just were.
It's I'm on Intel, and
Intel.
it's too late now. It touched the line. Now it's going back up. I just don't know, because it's got a big green candle and it's got 2 red candles. I'd have to see that. I'd have to see that chart. I'd have to see it. See what this next candle does. That's a massive doji, probably going up, like you said. But then again, I know this worries me because it doesn't want to go up. It's continuing to press down, sort of. So like the fact that it's not just bouncing back up means it's going to test this line of resistance again, or support. It's going to test this support line again, and it could break it any time. It'd be a real dangerous call right here, because if it hits this line again, it might just break it, go up or go down.
Everything I'm finding is right out of. It's like 3 candles before it hits a line of support.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tesla, for example, is it goes down and then 3 candles in is already at support, and now
Right.
it's going back up.
Mm-hmm. Tesla's not as good as what was I on Intel?
Yeah. Dang, even Apple, it's like look at Apple real quick. See, it started down and then just shot up with a big old green candle.
Right. It's not moving very good. Ooh, Microsoft. You think you got one more green candle on Microsoft? Look at that thing. It's cross. I mean, it's just kind of it's moving slow, but it's heading towards that white line. The fact that it just broke it makes me not like it, but
Well, if it broke it, then that's a sign it's gonna.
no, it just kind of touched it and went back down. But do you
Yeah.
think that one's going to be another up candle
Well-
here? I mean,
For somebody who likes indicators, look at stochastic. The blue line in the stochastic is correct.
yeah, which means
Downward
it's
means the
danger.
indicators are kind of warring against each other. So it's not showing that.
Yeah, it might not go. Yeah, that's a confusing thought there because, yeah, it did what I thought it might do if it didn't do what I thought it was going to do. Did the other thing, which was bounce off that white line and maybe head down. That's crazy. I can't make a bid on that. That's nothing.
Okay, if you're watching us right now and you're following along in our inner circle, you're social trading with us,
Johnson & Johnson.
let us know in the comments that you're biting your nails right now, just so we know.
Johnson & Johnson is not great
Johnson
either.
& Johnson is, well, look at that. It's an overall uptrend. It's been in a big uptrend for a long time.
It's
but
crossed.
Everything is crossed up, but does it have...
But it's been going up like that and then getting some red candles after it. So this right here, you just never know if it's going to...
With that kind of a size candle, I'm worried the next one's going to retract.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's been...
It might not, but...
No, it has every sign of wanting to retract because
Yeah.
it's so big out of nowhere. It's not like a...
I mean, it's just kind of holding there. This is not...
Which one is that?
Johnson & Johnson?
Yeah. I was looking at so many different ones. Yeah. It's kind of gutsy, but it is way above the white line. It is spread out.
I don't see a lot of these that are getting more than 4 candles before they get a red.
Yeah. I think this next
or
one's gonna
4
be red.
reds before they get a green. I'm just not...
Yeah, this one's not really... It didn't cross over and set up into a nice push. It just kind of... It struggled. I mean, it is going up sort of, but...
It's just moving real slow, and it's sitting there like it's forcing... Like it's struggling to hold itself there. It wants to drop.
Yeah.
Being on a third trade, I got to know. I got to know for sure that...
Apple. Apple's actually a pretty good down because it's got a big double cross. It just went through the line. 3 big red candles. Boom, boom, boom. It's wanting to retract. We got 5 seconds. Just watch what happens. Dang, yep. I pretty much figured that would happen. The only problem I always get a bidder's regret or trader's regret when I get in on
But look,
something like
okay,
this.
look back a little ways in Apple. Okay, and I feel this might happen. See those 4 reds, and then boom, a big green candle out of nowhere.
Right. That's what I mean. There's so much volatility in that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get in on those, and then it just
And
shoots
I mean, it
up,
could
and
be
I'm
the
like,
last second when it happens.
yeah, especially because these candles are kind of big. Wicks are big all over. Huge wicks everywhere. So we need some unhuge wicks. That's what we need. Or we need to find a pattern.
Right.
I don't have anything.
If we find a
good pattern, but I don't see any other than they're just kind of. Well, I mean, we have found some good patterns. We just haven't taken any good pattern bids yet. Like, for example, on Visa, the pattern is there. It's very clear where the support and resistance is. And we could anticipate where it's going to go. It's hitting the top line right now. And if it turns down, we could take a 2-minute down bid from a high position.
See, I'm tempted to on USD RUB, because it's been in a massive uptrend. I'm half tempted to like wait for a red candle or even two, then take like a 2-minute call.
I'm with you on that. So the only way you lose that is if the thing turns around. Even a 3 minute. I mean, but 2 is probably enough on this. We're at a level of resistance, and there's nothing else after it. So, but this level of resistance right here is where it touched the last time. So if we get if we can get under that level of resistance and take a 2-minute up call, like right now we're under it.
But is it going to go beyond it? Is it going to break?
I don't know. We can just wait and see what the pressure does. Because if you want to think it's going to retract, then you'd want to get a put a little bit higher than a put on that line. But I think it's going to go up because of the indicators, because they've been kind of pushing up for a while. Like you said, like I think if we took a 2-minute call here, we'd probably be pretty good. But let's see, level of. I mean,
the indicators are kind of cricked over, but that can happen just because the candles are causing it to happen.
Yeah, but you've got a bunch of green, big red, bunch of green, big couple red, bunch of green. But we're down. Let's see.
I mean, I don't know if this next candle is going to go up or is it going to go down. That's kind of going to be what tells us what this is going to do. But then we kind of lost our position by then.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to have to anticipate that position more. You have to trust the position more if you're going to do this kind of deal, because will it go back down there? I don't know. I have a feeling it's going to go a couple, 2 or 3 greens above this. That's just a feeling. I mean, that's what it's been doing. It'll retract. It'll go it'll go up. It'll retract. It'll go up.
Well, do you think it's got one more after this one, or do you think it's been going at least 2 or 3 before it has a red one?
Yeah, like if you think this was a good green candle, then we could take a 1 minute.
Has it broken that? Has it broken the?
It's broken way above it now.
Should we? Do you got the bid set? Do you got the trade amount set?
I got the bid set, but I'm just not sure. I still think it'd be better to take a 2-minute on a red candle, like you said, on this kind of chart.
Right.
It's like it's going up, then it's pushing down. It's going up, it's pushing down. I kind of want to be underneath that line. I kind of want to get underneath this line. If it would dip underneath that line, because that's where it's wanting to. It's kind of consolidating right here.
Yeah.
Couple green, 2 red, couple green, a green, a red. If it could get underneath that line, then a 2-minute up bid might be worth it. If it can get right down here to this level, I think it'd be safe. But I mean, it's.
Or does this indicate a turnaround?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there could be, this could turn into another red candle, or it could go up and it could be a consolidation.
Well, we have warring indicators right now.
So then
big time.
It's very possible it's either going down or it's consolidating. And then it's done going up.
Right. I mean, I don't think it doesn't seem to have a ton of up pressure anymore. Right? I mean, it's just
it doesn't. It's kind of over with. I mean, that's kind of done.
The most that I think it's going to do is go down from here because, I mean, the indicators are kind of cricking, and if they ever cross, I mean, the stochastic already kind of crossed, and the MACD is
I think it's probably going to go down. In fact, I'd almost be willing to take a put here, but
like a 2-minute put. Yeah, I would, because it's almost going to double cross right here. If I can get a higher position on this,
I don't know if we're going to get higher or not. But
I'm going to take a put here because it's kind of
yeah, take
down.
a 2-minute put.
Yeah, it's kind of crossing down. This is an anticipated double cross. Right here, because it crossed, the stochastic cross down. The MACD is turning. The MACD is oversold or overbought. And this is dangerous, but it's an anticipated double cross. If this next candle, and the blue line is totally cricking. So if this next candle causes a cross in the MACD, then the next minute will be a total breezer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It broke over.
So far, so good. It's broke over the line. It is pushing down. The next candle is probably going to be another red candle.
I don't like that crick in the stochastic, but the MACD is still pushing down. We've got 1:05, so it's going down to the white line, or it does look like it wants to go to the white line. We've got kind of like a level of resistance right here that's kind of already through that. We've got 2 levels. We top there, we top there, we top here. I mean, who knows how long it takes to get down there, but yeah, 45 seconds. This candle looks like it could.
It wants to go down. I don't feel like it wants to pull up, but
yeah, I agree with you. I think that.
I think ultimately it's wanting to pull down to that white line, and I feel like it's gonna get there and probably close to there. I think this is gonna. I really do believe, unless something really crazy happens, that this is gonna be a win for us. It's hard to say, but I do think it's going to pull to that
10 seconds. We got 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4. That doesn't seem nice, but that's good. That's good. That's 2. That's 1. That's a win right there.
We got it.
Boom.
That's what I'm talking about. That was gutsy, my brother, but that's how pocket option works. That's how binary options works,
Look at that candle, man. Look at that. We only got to do one more win tonight, and I actually think that was actually a fairly confirmed. That was not a fully confirmed double cross, but that was a double cross out of oversold or overbought. So, it was both overbought. They were both crossing down.
I mean, wow! Look at what that just did. I mean,
I think that we could actually
nuts. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's nuts. You think we could do what?
I think you could almost take an up bid on this candle.
You think you could place a call on that?
Maybe. I mean, you remember our line of resistance is up here.
Well, is it going to go up to it, or is it going to drop from here?
Actually, it's not. It's right here even.
I don't know what it's going to do.
I don't either. We can just go look for another chart, because this one's just... Well, look at Boeing and Company. Boeing and Company is definitely a double cross to the upside. Boeing and Company...
What was that we just won on?
That was USD RUB.
Oh, okay. That's the one I found. Yeah, Boeing, it looks like we missed a nice little escalator ride downward.
Watch this next candle, though, because Boeing and Company's been snaking. It hit the white line. It goes down. It hits the white line again, and it heads back down. I'm going to go back to 1-minute bids. But now, do you think it's going to go back down?
Did you reset your dollar amount?
Yeah, it's 170, and we're going down. I mean, it's like if it
This
follows
has been a stressful night, kind of.
maybe if
With
this
these
follows
charts.
the snake, then this is going to be another bunch of down candles, right? I mean, actually, I can't do this because now it's consolidating.
It's consolidating, and it's hard to say. I mean, it's just real hard to say.
Well, it'd be easy to take a 1 minute bid from up here because it's
Like a put.
yeah,
or-
a 1 minute put like right up here because it's
Yeah, I mean, when you get up there, you could, but unless it's going to go up higher,
well, and we never know.
we don't know. I mean,
You say that and you got me all confused.
well, just because we don't know if it's going to pull up to that.
Yeah, right. It could break out of here, but it's been
See, it did.
yeah,
It
this
did.
could be the turnaround. The blue line's going up, the MACD is going up, the stochastic's kind of going up, but this is a consolidation. Maybe we watch this one for a minute and see if it's actually going to go up because the next level of resistance is that green line up there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I just think this is in a consolidation.
Wait, the green line you've got there is.
The green line I got up here is this next. Well, there's a next level of resistance right here.
Yeah, I was going to say that's
Actually-
where I was looking at, right there. But this is a very obvious consolidation right here, or it appears to be. Well, now it's not.
Yeah, right. I think it's going to go up to that line right here, and it's going to struggle to go up that line. Do you think there's one more green candle in this? I kind of do because all the indicators are up. We've got. I mean, it's not getting up to that line it wants
Well,
to.
but it doesn't have a long way to go. So
Right.
if it does have another green candle, it's going to be iffy as to whether or not
Yeah.
it would
Well,
be
because
where we need
it's
it
almost
to be.
at the level of this green candle right here now. I think it's
Yeah.
got one more. We can wait on it, but because it's crossing through pretty violently, I think. It's
Yeah.
gonna be-
It's almost like if it gets to that line up there, if it does get to there, I'd be more inclined to take a 2-minute put down.
Take a put down on it.
But then it could get there, and as you see just before it, it did a little bit of consolidation there. It went green, red, and then did its downward step. And this is kind of like
It's setting up a second level of consolidation.
that's what I was thinking. Yeah,
I think we can take an up bid on this low green candle because look at MACD and stochastic is up, blue line is up. I don't think it's well. I mean, it could be turning around because it is snaking. Goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. It could go down 4 candles here.
right.
I mean, I think it's still wanting to go up.
It's just got a lot of volatility. I mean, a lot.
Yeah, don't let me bid like that because that's how I've been losing. I just make. Up crap.
Oh,
I'm like,
I'm
"Yeah, I
not-
think it's going up. And then it
I'm
just
not going
does
to
that.
green light any trades that I'm not fully in on. So.
Let's see, what is this? Boeing?
Okay, now what I'm looking at right now is WTI crude oil. Are you with me on this?
Yeah, you want to take an up bid on this red
I
candle?
would take a call on this red candle because it's been going up. I would just take you're on a first.
You want a
first
2-minute
trade?
call? Yeah, let's do 2 minutes then.
Okay, hit it now before it goes back up.
Okay. Yeah, because it's been dipping and going up, and even if it dips a little more here, I think you're right. It's funny how we've changed our bidding strategy slightly tonight because of the charts. I mean, I just don't know that I'd feel comfortable with a 1 minute trade on any of these because and I don't know, this week when I was demo practicing or blowing my other personal money, just farting around, I did notice that I started getting more interested in like 2-3 minute calls because I could see these patterns and I knew that like the volatility of the next candle was really unsure, but I knew that the patterns were there. Like this one, this is clearly an up pattern.
Right.
know? So if you get a good position on it, you've got a really good chance that it's going to be up. It's about positioning. It's not next candle color. This one scares me, but still,
It's starting
we've
to
still
scare
got a
me
minute.
just because it's looking like
It's still, but it's at a line though. If you see this line, it's at a line of. I mean, this little candle made a little line of resistance right there. See, it got up there, it got down there, it went up there, down there. I think even if this goes down, it's not going to go under that line because look at that line. Look how it's this little line right here.
it's still pushing up. I mean, it is still
pushing up from
so-
there. Yeah, you got 40 seconds. Oh, our put's a little high there. So we got 30 seconds. This candle's going to end. This candle will tell us if we're going to win. We'll know right now because if this candle goes green, right off, then we should be good. If it goes red like that, then we are not as good. Now it's going to go down. So, all right, this is the first trade. So what do you think about that?
I think that I feel like asking the question, why? Why tonight? Why is it that every time we get in on it, it
13
has to be the last possible candle? This could still push up.
Yeah, right.
It's
this
got
looks
8
like
seconds,
might
and it
win.
could push up.
5
Oh
seconds.
yeah. Oh yeah.
baby.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Oh
Here's
yeah.
our win tonight.
And there it is.
Boom, boom,
there
boom.
it is.
I'm going to happy
Boom.
against that all night, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Vai rocks. So does our trading. We did
Tonight
not.
was tough, man. What's a credit?
It was tough, but dude, we pulled through it. This just shows sometimes you got to improvise with this. I mean, you do. Sometimes things aren't going to go the way you planned. Your strategy may not work out, and you've got to roll with the punches. With binary options, you kind of have to draw from a wealth of knowledge and trial and error when you're doing this, because you don't know what kind of loops these charts are going to throw you in. We just didn't see, and this has been happening all week, that a lot of the staircases and escalators that we look for aren't there, or when we find them, they turn around right there. And
well, that's early on when you taught me the surfing method without pushing it. That's why I hated it. But at this point, I actually think we're refining it, because like on this, we could tell that all of this was going up, but a 2-minute bid was definitely. But let me look at that bid. Would a 1-minute bid have won? Let's look.
I don't think so, but
so we got it in here. It was like kind of a mid-candle bid. So no, it would have lost. This one would have lost if we would have put a call on this one. Well, no, if I would have been at the bottom of that red candle, it would have won. That next candle would have won.
mm-hmm.
But we were in the middle somewhere, and but I like the idea of. And is this what you were talking? This is what you were talking about. If we do a semi-push method, you were talking about taking a call at the bottom of like the red candles, and in this line, dude, you would have won all those calls.
I was talking about the opposite, relying on, and just so anybody
Relying on two colors.
Anybody that watches this, don't let us confuse you. This was a theory that I was thinking about today. I've not tested any of this.
I think we're going to test it this week.
If you're in an overall trend, okay, and this is if you've got at least 7 trades deep in your account, then when you find a green candle in an uptrend, then you take a call on the green candles, because look, you would have gotten 3 in a row. You got a red one, so pass that one up, even if it was a loss for you. Then you wait for the next green candle. And then at the bottom of that, or top of that green candle, place another call, because then you'd have 3 more. You're relying on getting at least 2 of the same color. Now, where you would have lost is down there. You can't see where I'm pointing, but down there a little ways, there's
where
a green, then a red, then a green. If you get into the same pattern, it does rely on getting the same color twice. But you find that that's mostly the case in there.
Yeah, I'm going to pull this up for those watching. Once I get the 30-day binary live trades. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's see. Okay. Here's probably, I keep making all of these things in here. Man, I'm going to have to go to bed now. I got a headache. I'm going to have to put my headache thing on, and I got this big old ice wrap that wraps around my head,
mm-hmm.
and then I just lay in bed. All right, so what you're saying is, you're saying that in our theory that we're going to test this coming week, you're saying place a call at the top of every green candle?
On a green candle, okay, let's say you had the red candle there. Obviously, you
red
would,
candle here. Yeah.
Let's say that you placed a call on that green candle just before it. All right, you lost
right
there.
Here.
So that red candle was your first loss. Okay, then you got the green candle right after it. You didn't enter on that candle until the end of it. And then you said, okay, I'm in an uptrend, so I'm going to trust that there's going to be another green candle after it. You enter there, okay, at the top of that green candle.
Yeah.
You win on that next one.
You would enter here. And then
You
win
can
there.
enter again. You would win again. You could enter again. You would have lost.
Okay.
Okay.
This would be a
Then
loss.
you wait. Okay. You got a green candle there. You enter there. You would have lost. All
Right.
right. You got another green candle. Then you entered at the top of it. You won. All right. Then you entered there. You lost. You got the green candle. So you entered after it. You lost. Then you got a green candle. You entered. You won.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what? How
and-
deep did you go then? Count that up.
Well, you would enter here, and you would have lost, and then you would have a win, a loss. That's one deep.
Mm-hmm.
You have a loss here. Actually, I put it there, but yeah, you would have a loss here. That's too deep. This is only too deep right here. And then win, you'd have too deep here, and it'd be fine. I don't know how this falls apart. I mean,
It seems like my theory holds pretty true, unless you get a lot of, unless you're in a trend that's alternating pretty consistently.
well, and I would say, I think I said this to you earlier, but this is what I reiterate. If you are in this kind of a trend, and you have got these indicators opened up right here, then I think you could do this. I think where
you're going to
trouble-
get at least two. If you're in an uptrend, you're gonna get multiple green candles in a row
You see that trend
consecutively.
right there? You're safe. Right here is safe. You get a little hairy up here, but you might quit here because you've got
It
this
starts
line of
rounding out,
resistance.
and you can see it. You can see the indicators rounding out.
Right. If you want to scroll test that on this little thing, you could start.
So here's
like,
a downtrend. Okay, do that in a downtrend.
Let me see here. Let's see if we see that it's. Let's start back here. I'm gonna screenshot this and pull it up so I can actually mark.
Well,
it
you
up.
weren't in a downtrend until you get to about. Keep moving down, and I'll tell you when to stop.
Oh, I see. Right about-
there. Yep, that's when you're going to see that, and it's probably going to be a couple candles into that before you see.
Right before you saw that it was doing that. Let me pull this in here and I'm gonna write this out. Just
And
because I do think you're right. I think you might be right.
I'm right about that, and I'm right that Yngwie Malmsteen is the greatest guitar player of all time.
All right,
Next to
yeah.
Steve Vai.
No, dude, there's no way. I take that. I don't think so. So
Yngwie
all right,
and Vai are like two of the best guitarists of all time. Best rock guitarists, I'll say.
you've got okay. The indicators here are going down. They're going down, and then these are just kind of going sideways. So you're decent on this. Then you've got your downtrend bids here. You would probably see you're in a downtrend right around here, and you would cross. Well, no, because this would be all volatile, so you wouldn't do anything here.
No. Like I say, and you actually wouldn't do it. You probably would not get in until you see the indicators opening up. So you'd probably be about at that right in there. Yeah, right in there is probably about where you would see, okay, I think I'm in a downtrend. I'm safe to start doing this.
So you would take your down bid here, and you would lose it. Okay.
Yep. Then you would take
Take
it.
this one,
Right.
win. Take this one, win. Take this one, win. Take this one, win. Take this one, win. Take
Take
this
that one, lose.
loss.
Then you
So
would
you would-
wait
So
until
this one you would not take.
you would wait till you got another red candle. Then you would enter on it, and then you would win
This
that next one.
Win. This one you would wait, right?
No, you would have lost that one. Well, unless you notice by there, you would probably see that you're starting to go back up, and you might actually just stop altogether
I don't
because
know.
that's kind of climbing up.
Well, yeah, because these two climbed.
Yeah,
So would you?
I
would
don't
you
know
take
that. I
this?
don't know that I would still be in it at that point.
I'd probably
'cause-
be out here. I think
Yeah,
you're,
I would
think
probably
you're
stop
saying
after
we'd
that
probably
loss.
stop right here.
Yeah, because when it's starting to go back up, you'd have probably stopped. So
So
you
you
would be at
have-
loss number one with how many wins?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins.
Yeah, and on loss number one.
And you would only have a 1 loss here and a 1 loss here.
Yeah, and that first loss would have been canceled out. So yeah, it actually seems like a relatively safe method.
Push.
Now, like I said, for anybody watching, this is only theoretical. I have never actually tested this.
Well,
I was just thinking about it today and wondering, would this pan out if you were to use it as an actual push method? And so far in scroll testing, if you're careful and you know what you're looking for, and you can recognize the change in the indicators, then yes, it probably would work pretty well.
Well, you know what's good about this? Because if it starts turning around, you're not going to take a put on a green candle. That's
Exactly.
kind of backwards the way we used to do it.
Well, that's kind of the way you would do it before, is when you're in a downtrend, you would even you would keep taking the candles no matter what color they were. You
Right.
would keep putting on every single candle, waiting for that win. So if you got 3 green candles in a row, you could be
You're
3
already-
losses deep before you realized, okay, it's starting to turn around.
Right.
So with this, you're only entering, and you're basically what you're doing.
Dude, you're doing what that girl chatted on my other shit. She said, you're always going to get 2 all you need is 2 in the same color.
Right.
But you're doing it with the trend.
Correct. That's
so you're
exactly
much
what I'm
more
saying.
likely to get 2 in the same color.
Yes, because
and be on the right direction.
because if you don't get 2 of the same color in a trend, you're not in a trend.
Right. Right.
If you're
And you
getting
just
red,
wait
green,
till-
red, green, red, green, that's consolidation. That's not a trend.
Dude, I think you might have figured it out. I think if we're going to do a 7, if we're going to do a 7 plan, that would be a legitimate strategy, because we would already have
Right.
our 5 wins in 12 minutes.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
And we needed what, like 10? I think
at least 10 a day, yeah, to have the same growth rate as what our 3 at 5 deep does. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can pull up a chart and figure that out exactly real quick, but
Yeah, it's the same. It's basically the same thing that we're doing, and this is a lot of what we're doing with the new online course that we put out. There are different ways to do this. You can go 3 deep, you can go 4 deep. When I say that, I'm talking about makeup wise. You can go 5 deep, you can go 6 deep. Todd and I are talking about going 7 deep. So if I can open that chart, because this is the same chart you get in the 30-day push plan, and here's what it would be. We would want to go 7 deep, right?
correct.
So you'd want to go 7 deep.
Now you have to have at least a minimum of $240 to do that.
So
in your
you start
account.
with $240. Your first bid, actually, it might be. Let's see, it's actually $250. Sorry,
Yeah, 250, but I think you can do it at 240, but 250.
you could, but to get your full dollar
Right.
0.5 bid, okay, you're actually at 10 wins. You're getting 3.5% growth,
Right.
and so you win your 10 wins every day, starting at 250. By the time you get to, let's roll this down to day 90. By day 90, you're making $60,000 a year.
And how much per week?
Per week, you're making $1,100 a week. And if you want to get into the next level, about day 104, you're making $1,700 a week. Day 100, you're making $1,400 a week. If you want to make at some point you got to stop.
Where
climbing
do you hit like 100,000 a year? What day
Hit
is that?
100,000
where-
a year at level 107.
Okay, so not too far in from.
No, you're another 10 days in from day 90. So you're
Right.
hitting 100,000, and you're starting at $250. And really, if you do a method like that, it's going to be a lot for you and me. It's going to be a lot less stressful.
Now,
because-
just since if we were doing a push method like this, you could win a lot faster. Bump that up to like 12. Just add 2.
Okay,
Show
yeah.
everybody how fast just adding 2 extra wins changes things.
So let's keep it at 10, and we'll go down here to day 90, because day 90 is kind of you're making 57,000 at day 90.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 months. If you bump this up to 12, you get down to day 90. You're making 123,000. That's almost 3 times the amount of money.
Right. Just by
So-
adding 2 extra wins.
I mean, and you could get. We just got 5 wins in 7 minutes. In that scenario, find the
Correct.
scenario, get your 4, 5, 6 wins. I mean, in that for that case, if you want to get crazy, go to 15 wins. By the time you get to
Now,
day
if you want a
90,
full 8% growth, I think it's 25. But
that's a lot. Yeah, but even
That
at
is a
day
lot.
90, at 15 wins, you're at 370,000 a year. You're making $1,000.
307. Whoa! By adding just 5 up from 10.
Yeah, so you 15 wins, you're making $1,000 a day at day 90.
How much?
$1,000 a day at day
Whoa.
90. So that's what I like about this. If we can push this, man, I'm in on this. I don't know if like if we should do it on our full out podcast or we probably should. We could just do another podcast.
Well, if we're gonna do it, then I mean, we would definitely do it live here because why wouldn't we?
And this is the same set of charts you get.
It's easier for us to communicate like this and see what we're looking at together than it is for us to try to do it over the phone, which we've done before. And it's not as easy. This is much easier doing it like this. It's not only beneficial that we get to have a YouTube show out of it and everything else, but
right.
It makes it easier to trade that we can hear each other like this and be looking at it at the same time. So
you might as well. You might as well just do a podcast on it. And I don't know. We have to stick to our plan, but
this plan will continue no matter what.
Yeah. So we could just do
unless we get everybody there and then just change them over to this plan. But
well, yeah, if we get everybody to 250 and the other plan.
So what is the
really
now?
cooler.
Yeah, what is the difference between if we get everybody to 250? What's the difference between this plan and that plan in terms of growth? Is that one any faster or slower? I think we just covered that, but I forgot already. So what day 90 at what we're doing is but we're also backing up and going to be
well day 90
restarting.
at what we're doing. You're talking about 140,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Starting at $75, you're talking 140,000. So you're making
that's if we go straight through, not
straight through. Yeah, the other plan is much faster. I mean, you get to day 90, you're already making 1,000 a day. It's three times faster.
Wow,
but it's also you got to win a lot more, and but I'm not sure. I mean, the way that we've been bidding here, it might be easier to do that other method. I think we just need to try it. We just need to demo it. Let's demo it tomorrow night in a demo podcast session. And then we'll see if it works out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, scroll testing.
Yeah, I'd say let's tomorrow.
Legit.
Tomorrow, but I think before we even do our live bidding, let's try this out and let's see how this goes. I mean, we could do it before or after. I don't know.
That's why I said let's demo bid it. Let's do a demo bid session tomorrow night.
And maybe even we could test it out in our own private time, like before we do this. If you have any free time during the day,
the only thing is when you scroll test, you can kind of see big. Obviously, you can see. Oh yeah,
hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah, but I do like this because there's a girl that popped on the other channel and she said, "Hey, if you just do this and do that, and you'll always get two candles in the same color." It's a push method, and it was dangerous. But I did think that if it was with the trend, if it was with a clear trend, then she's probably right.
And if you avoid the candles that are, like I say, if you're in that trend, you're going to get two of the same color candle, or it's not a trend.
Right.
So if you avoid the colors that are outside the trend, then you're just saving losses and you're increasing wins.
Exactly. I think it's going to work, dude.
I actually think it probably will work. What you're going to have to, it wouldn't work for everybody if they're not aware, if they don't have a good awareness of when they're in a trend.
Right. It's definitely going to take time to understand when you're in. When that was the hardest thing I had with my trend pushing methods early on, is I never knew when to stop. I'd be 5 or 6 bids in, and I'd be thinking, I think it's going to turn around. I think it's going to turn around. I think, and it just sometimes it just wouldn't. And if I would have looked at myself and thought, well, you're not turning around because look, you're in another trend. You're in another way. You're going the wrong way. Mm-hmm. But by the time you can figure that out, you already are in 4 or 5 bids sometimes.
Right.
With this method, I think, and with your candle whispering knowledge that you have now, you could probably be able to say like, okay, hold off, wait. And then just go find another trend. Like we're winning pretty good just finding the next candle color on a trend. Imagine if we just did 5 of those in a row and we did that 2 or 3 times a night and we only got to like 2 or 3 bids down deep. That would be super safe. If we have 7 deep, I mean, it's almost like you could never lose.
Because
I had to knock on wood.
5 wins. Well, we do 3, but if we did 5 at 5 deep, which is the way we have it set up, we would actually be growing by 8% a day. It would change things dramatically in terms of speed.
Yeah, because then at day 90, you're making $4 million.
Wait, by going 5 deep, 5 a day?
Yeah, you're actually making 12,000 a day by day 90. I mean,
Okay, so what day do you hit 100,000? What
you hit
level is that?
100,000 on day 46. After that, it's just skyrockets to the millions.
Wow. Okay, which is not even practical, but yeah.
It's but
Because you would have to make makeup bids that are, $20,000. I mean, you just couldn't. Pocket Option has a
that's
limit
crazy.
of $1,000, so you'd have to actually divide up your bids and hit the button multiple times, and it would
Also,
just be
I'm not sure this method would work with only 5 deep. I think you could get in serious
right.
trouble.
You could, yeah, very fast.
I mean, five deep just gets. I mean, you could maybe
Once
not.
you-
Though. I think we test it and play with it for a couple weeks. Maybe we find out that no, this method you generally only go 1 or 2 deep before you realize you stop and you're good. Because that next candle color is all that matters. That's kind of what our whole thing is based on. But instead of finding all these random little charts, we're
Now,
gonna
what
find one
Eric and
chart.
I do is we'll try to break a method when we form a hypothesis on a strategy. We will try to break it in demo, and we will do it over and over and over until we can break it. And sometimes we do, and sometimes we don't, and then we go live with it, and then we break it because it breaks us.
Yeah, sometimes we just break it. But we've had a lot of great ideas early on, and we would.
But one thing I know about binary options, there is no one method that no matter what, it's flawless and you will always win. That does not exist, and be skeptical of anybody that says so, because the
Right.
charts are never predictable. You can't. So that's why I say this could work for us because we recognize trends and we would see we're cautious. Like you would still have to be cautious. If it looks like, okay, well now I've got 2 green candles in this downtrend, then you would want to say, okay, I need to wait and see where this goes, because you might get another red candle. That doesn't mean you should enter on it, because it
You
may
might be in a
still
consolidation. Yeah, it might
in
be
a
like,
consolidation,
oh,
or it could be going back up. Yeah.
So you really would have to look still for those entry trends. Like, yeah, we think this is a trend. There's 4 red candles. It looks like it's going down, and then just take it.
But the trends turn around, so you would have to. You would still not be able to just push your luck. You would have to get about 5 wins out of it, and then say, okay.
You'd have to find trends that had wide open indicators. Like this right here on my screen is a perfect example, because you would win all of these. If we got in on it like right here,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe not there because we'd be thinking, oh, the white line. Let's say we got in it right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wouldn't take that.
You may not have won that doji. It just depends on where you got in it.
But you could win 10 wins right here.
But yeah, you could get a bunch of wins right
But
there.
you know why you would win? Because these indicators are far apart. Look, they're spread apart. And these
It's a clear
indicators
trend.
are going up. It's a clear trend. And it was just going to keep going.
Right.
It was just going to keep going up.
Yeah.
Let's see. How is this well, that's it for tonight. I actually do have to
I
go
was
to
just
bed now.
about to say thanks for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, and or end of the live stream, whatever it is. I know my kids quit watching after we won our 3, so I know they're not still in there. They just want to know that we made them money. That's all. So
Typical.
yeah. So we will be back tomorrow night. Roughly the same time. We try to do it roughly the same time every night, but give or take half hour. That's
All right, then. Fascinating World of BinaryOptions.com. Go there. Make sure you like the channel. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Listen to us on Spotify and iTunes. And we'll see you on the next one tomorrow night when we're going to win 3 big wins.